Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to an episode of Top Tier Talk. We're going to start off light. We're going to cover the Chelsea 4-0 brutal win against Burnley. Arsenal, Watford, me versus Dan, 3-2 win for the Arsenal. We love to see it. And Chavez, unfortunately, brother, it's a 4-1 defeat from you guys from City. Seems City absolutely dominated and wiped the floor with you guys. But for everyone watching, let's get into it. So, Chelsea, we'll start off, as I say, light with you guys. 4-0. Pretty plain and simple. It looked like it was coming. Do you know what I mean? Because Chelsea seemed to be picking up their form again, winning ways, and Burnley, I guess. So, what do you expect from here?
Yeah, no, it was a good victory. Obviously, we played Luton midweek, 3-2 win. Bit of a lucky result, 3-2 against the Championship team. We should be doing a better job there. But 4-0 against Burnley, yeah, the first half we weren't that great at all. No. I thought it would be another poor game by us, maybe lucky scrape of 1-0. But second half, the boys actually pulled their socks up and we won, innit? It's a good win. Reece James, what a finish. Like that guy, the scoring ability of that guy since coming back from injury as well, and he's still doing that is crazy. Definitely. I think top two. Then let me think. Third best right back in the league. Are we agreeing with that, boys?
Behind Trent and Tomiyasu?
Trent and Cancelo.
No, Cancelo can be a left back as well, to be fair.
No? Yeah? Agree with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems to be Chelsea are playing very much off the wing backs. As soon as Chilwell comes back, I think your game's going to get so much better.
Of course, they're integral to our system. Have you seen?
Yeah, they are. When they were gone, when James and Chilwell were injured, you just saw how badly Chelsea folded. Huh?
Exactly. That's when the rough patch kind of started.
Exactly. Yeah. So now it's coming back where James has come back to fruition, where he's in that squad again, and now Chilwell's hopefully. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but hopefully he'll be back.
Yeah, he started kicking the ball again, so we'll see. I don't know how long.
There you go. So maybe a month or so, you might see a big return of Chelsea Football Club. But who knows?
Lucky. I want to say a big shout out to Kai Havertz. 2 goals. I think he's the top goal scorer under Tuchel now. 13 goals since he joined. I think our front three is it's kind of shaping up like a consistent front three now. Lukaku's not in it either. Pulisic scored as well, which is always good. But I don't know what's going to happen with, I'm going to say every time with Lukaku and stuff, so I'm not going to mention it. But I don't know, maybe we found a front three that works for us now. Kai Havertz in a false 9, I think. That works well. He's doing well right now, so I'm quite happy in that part. And
nowadays, the Premier League are adapting to a role where those strikers really need to be in part of the team. See how City played Foden at striker role. You see how United played Fernandes at that striker role. Chelsea played Havertz at that striker role. Do you know what I mean?
Liverpool with Firmino for so long as not a natural striker.
Exactly. It just seems to be there's a new style of play that just doesn't need that number 9 anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's all well and good having that natural goal scorer in that striker position, but maybe we're right. Maybe there's a style of play that's going on at the moment where you only need wingers and then kind of a centre attacking midfielder that just kind of fills in. Like
a goal scoring wingers, yeah. But I guess for you guys, kind of Lacazette does play in he does drop quite deep quite a lot, doesn't he? I see from some of your games, but maybe this is a new style, as you say. But we'll see what happens. I'm happy with the 4-0. We needed that. Just carry on.
How would you sum up Abramovich's time at Chelsea?
Incredible. I think it's I don't know what to say, but the most successful owner, I think, in the shortest amount of time. Is that a thing? I know he spent a lot of money and stuff, but the amount of titles we've won now, Champions League, 2 Champions Leagues, he's literally changed this club around. And what was it, 2004 he joined? 18 years, is it? I don't even know, bruv. But yeah, definitely. It's definitely going to be sad when he leaves because he's done so much for Chelsea. But
who do you reckon Chelsea are looking for to get their new owner as?
I'm not sure. There's been a lot of rumours. I saw Conor McGregor wanting in. I don't want that. I don't know. Does he have the money for that?
I don't think so. I don't think, in my opinion, anyway.
Isn't he? But, I don't know. I didn't agree with the Chelsea fans singing his name during the Ukraine. I think it was the embracing what's happening in Ukraine. I didn't agree with that at all. But you can't control our fans sometimes, can we? But not
That's
You
it,
always
yeah.
you always get idiots. There's always idiots
Of course,
in any
of
fan
course.
base.
I'd say Chelsea fans are really consistent at being on the wrong side of history whenever
Yeah.
something's going on.
Yeah.
Like, you've got, at this point, it's just like, well done. You've yet again proved that you're just, whoever those stadium fans are, very good at that.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Tuchel said it best. There's a time and place for everything, and that obviously wasn't definitely
Was
not the time
yeah.
and place to
Yeah.
be doing that. But what do you lot think of Abramovich? I want to hear from other fans, you lot from other clubs. Would you
Again-
want an owner like him? Do you like what he's
Well,
done?
you've won it. You've won everything that you can, and
What
that
we
you
were taking.
possibly can. But it's also on the flip side to that. It's now tarnished. Like, anytime someone mentions it, it's always going to be, you won everything, but this is how it happened. Do you know what I mean?
I'd like an owner that cares about football, and Abramovich, like our owners don't know
Cares
the
about
offside
Chelsea.
rule. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
honestly.
even a person who can look at, like, at least watch our games, like, because the Glazers don't. So yeah, that's the standard that
Completely
I'm
agree.
at.
You can just
That's
see
how
in the
low our standard is.
celebrations, 2012, even recently in the FIFA World Cup final, he cares. He's there. He's celebrating. It's an owner that cares about the club. Yeah.
That's it. All right. Well, Dan, I'm gonna keep me and you last, mate, because we know it's a juicy game.
Yeah,
that
fair
we both-
enough.
I'm gonna keep me and you last, mate, because it'll be a nice little talking
Yeah.
point. But United 1, Manchester City 4. What?
Wow.
I remember I saw a stat in that game, right, where they said the last 15 minutes it was like 95% possession in Man City's half. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, 92-8. I said we'd lose 5-0 in that game, and that was as a joke. So we actually did better than what I predicted. But yeah, I mean, I think with United, if you were like, when people talk about there's this disorder called bipolar disorder. If you ever want an example, do you know when people say explain in football terms? That's Man United for you, because you saw the first half. We're not used to playing free-flowing football as fans for the last few weeks, and we actually did. I thought we played all right. Well, not all right. For us, I thought we played great. It's probably for you guys watching, it's normal to see us play a team that good, like that's supposed to be that good, play like that. But for me, I'm not used to that, so I enjoyed it thoroughly, even though we were 2-1 down. Second half, I don't think I've ever seen us play that bad in my life. I don't think I've ever seen a team not have the ball as much. One time, if you remember, Celtic beat Barcelona, maybe possession was like that, but wow, 92-8.
Yeah.
That's astonishing. And the thing is, people say that it's down to the players not trying hard enough. I think that's a compliment to the players, because when you say that means you're saying the players are good enough. I think we need to start actually realizing maybe they're just not good enough. Maybe 92-8 wasn't because the players weren't trying or they gave up, because that would actually, you're being nice to them when that happens.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're generally shit. And
Yeah.
it comes to a point where, I mean, I've tried my best not to be critical of Ralph, but his substitution in that game, taking Pogba off, when I think Pogba might have been the 8% that they were showing in terms of the ball we kept.
Yeah.
Because after he left, we couldn't put a pass together. But yeah, it's all coming together now, isn't it? For everyone now in the world, they can see Man United don't have a problem. We have 100 problems. So if you're someone who has an agenda, which a lot of Man United fans do, that you have a Man United fan, then you have United fans with different agendas for each player that they don't like. In that game, anyone could push their agenda. David De Gea, we have the Dean Henderson fan base. De Gea was shocking. You can push that agenda. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, for me, I have that agenda. I don't think he's a footballer. I think it's a joke what's going on with him. But again, you could push that agenda because he was shocking. Maguire, I think the whole world has an agenda against him being a footballer. Push that
Maguire was
agenda.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking that game.
People have been saying about Telles that he's not very good defensively. There, push your agenda because he was shit. McFred, push your agenda. They were shit. It was a field day for United fans to push their agenda. Bruno Fernandes, that's a big one these days. People were saying he can't play in a system that retains the ball. He proved that. Well done, Bruno. People can push their agenda on you as well. Rashford, I don't want to say anything about Rashford because Rashford speaks for himself when he goes on the pitch. He is shit. He's turning into Danny Welbeck. He's well on that path, I think, soon. And it's really sad, but I do think he's the next Danny Welbeck. It's horrific to think that because he was so good back in the day. Rashford. He will end up at some club that Bolton Wanderers. Let's put them out there. He'd do well to be there. No, but you're looking. He's finished. I don't know what it is. The pundits say that someone needs to put an arm around him. The guy's not a kid. I don't know what. He's probably 24 or something. He's been through quite a bit. He can do that to himself. Surely he looks at the games and realizes that he's making the same mistakes. But there's the Rashford agenda. Who else is there? Ronaldo. You can actually push the Ronaldo agenda in this game,
Even though he didn't play.
Because in the
Yeah.
first half, without Ronaldo, we really did press and we played well. Push your Ronaldo agenda. It's everywhere you look, there's a problem.
The Jesse
mean,
Lingard agenda. He
Yeah,
came
didn't
on
try
as well.
hard enough when he came on the pitch. Neither did Rashford, by the way. These players, they've come on and they weren't running around like their life depended on it. And at the end, no one went up to clap the fans except Sancho. Sancho's the only player, by the way, that I don't think I can complain about right now. And it's funny because when a good player joins Man United, they stay there for a bit and then they suddenly become like the rest. So I'm just waiting for us to ruin Jadon Sancho's career as well. It will happen soon. You'll see Sancho will stop taking on players like Rashford used to. He'll stop being creative. He'll stop dribbling, and he'll be another player that is worried about, I don't know, taking a player on. So yeah, back to front, we're shit, and we're not going to get top four. I'll tell you that now from that game. We are not getting top four. That's yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's kind of sad to see because United used to be this massive club, and it was sad because I remember they put Ferguson on the screen, like he's at the game watching this shit as well, and like I guess people like all of your fan base is trying to kind of depict what the actual problem is. Like yes, you can say yes, individual errors, and you can say all the players don't want it, but then how do you the problem, but how do you fix the problem? Do you just quick sell the entire team and say let's start again with people who are hungry for wins? Like how do you fix that?
No,
Before Chavez does answer that,
Yes.
I just want to say I
Go
think there's more than just the players. I think there's a whole club issue, board down to players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you fix that? What do you do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well-
it's deep rooted, as Amir said. It's deep rooted into the club. It's a lot deeper than just the players or the manager or.
It's all culminating
It's-
into one now, isn't it? You're
yeah.
starting to see it because I
You've got-
think I know Ollie gets destroyed, but he didn't lose once in Man City, and he had squads that were worse. So, but the thing is, so let's say now next week, what do we do? If I'm Rangnick, I literally don't play anyone. Maybe Sancho plays in that game. Maguire is one thing that I will never understand is why Maguire is still captain of Man United. Rangnick has no involvement with this man. Like he did not buy him. He did not, say, oh, Maguire's this or that. He didn't have anything to vouch for him for. So why are you playing him? Maguire
it's
is
undroppable
horrific.
because of the price tag.
Thing is,
Yeah.
this is not doing Maguire a favor. It's making he used to be a decent player, and now him playing is a detriment to himself. He needs to take a few weeks off and just watch from the sidelines.
Yeah,
We
I
have an
agree.
academy. Why not use it? Some of these players, yeah, they should not be in next week's team, but they'll be rewarded because, for example, I've never had a go at Bruno, but for me, in that game, which, by the way, as I said, was one of the worst performances I've seen in Man United history, I thought Bruno was the worst player. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't even know what to say about him because he can't keep a football, and he's supposed to, be that player for us. And right now, the
Rez.
hope that Man United as a fan base have is that we're going to get Ten Hag as manager, or we're going to get Pochettino. Some want him, some don't. Whoever
Yes,
these
Rez,
Luis Enrique,
I've got a
you can
question for
throw
you.
all but you can throw all these three names around and as our hope. But what are they going to do? Why would Ten Hag come to us if we're not going to get Champions League? I'm telling you now, we're not getting Champions League unless we win the Champions League. So even Ten Hag comes in, he can't just quick sell the squad like you said. So I don't see a solution here. I actually think this is it. Like this week has made me, and by the end of that game, I was just enjoying Man City. I don't know, you guys are neutral, so you would have watched it as well. It was very
I love Man
good.
City. The
Yeah, it
point
was
is
great to
fantastic.
see how they were playing. I know we were embarrassing, but at the end you just have to put your hands up and say, "Yeah, this is it. This is the gap now, isn't it?"
Yeah. But I was going to say that was my question. That was leading on to my question, Chavez. So let's say, for example, they're like, oh, this is going on, and you got into charge of Man United. What would you do to try and fix this problem yourself?
Okay.
Where would he
so
start?
I reckon for starters, if we got Antonio Conte, that might have kind of, because what you then do is you say what's going on at the back, you say it how it is, how you're not actually getting any communication from your owners because your owners are too busy buying Tom Brady in America and worried about that, how they have no input and they have no opinion. Because let's say you're the Glazers right now. The only time the Glazers ever look at Man United in a whole year is when we finish the season and we don't come fourth. Then they're like, oh, wait, where's my 30, 40 million? Where did that go? And oh, let's spend a bit now. Let's get us back in top four. As a club, regardless of whoever's underneath and the manager, the players, they might have their ambitions of winning this and that. The owners don't care as long as they get Champions League. And if that's always going to be the target every year, we're never going to do anything. We might get a miracle man in a few years, 15, 20, 30 years, who might produce something and get us a title. But the Glazers don't care. As long as we get Champions League, if we don't, 30, 40 million gone, let's add some money, let's buy a few players, let's get back in top four. That's the aim of the club. It might not be of like the manager or the players because they care about football and the fans, but it doesn't matter because the club.
Yeah, I agree. But then I guess another question for that as well is that, like, let's say, because we've got obviously the same problem of our owner as well. We've got Stan Kroenke as owner, but it seems our players and our manager seem to be coping quite well. We're winning like on the trot now. So, you know, I get what you mean. Like this whole, like some of it's obviously part of blame with the Glazers because they don't really give a shit about your club, which is quite sad to see. But then again, like neither does Kroenke for Arsenal. No offense, you know what I mean? He doesn't give a shit about us. He gives a shit about the Rams. But yet we're still out here doing bits for our team and our fans. So I guess
I think it's the type of players you bought.
Part of it's Glazers, the rest of it is players. You know, they probably think they're too good to play for this club. And they think, yeah, no, I could do better than this. Why am I here? This is like a building block for my career. I don't need this. I'm getting all the fame in the world. You know what I mean? There's no urge.
I actually don't think it. Like one thing I think the media paints out and everyone thinks is that they don't try hard enough. I think it's come to a point where I actually fully believe they are trying their best. I just don't think they're very good at football as much as we think they are. They're not actually good. They are trying.
Individual talent, maybe.
They're trying their best. McTominay and Fred, they're putting their work life in, but that's it. That's their level. They're not going to, you know, against that midfield. And it's sad, and not many people want to say it because that is such a hard truth. But a lot of these players are just not good enough, and they will never win anything. Another thing, we'll never win a trophy with Maguire. I'm not a genius for saying this, but as Maguire as our captain is never going to win us a trophy. Someone who's been relegated 4 times is not going to win us a trophy.
Yeah.
I don't care what trophy it is. He's not going to win us one.
From my point of view, what do you think Maguire will be gone in the summer?
No, because there's something.
What do you think?
I think there's people in this club that really back Maguire. I don't know what it is because I still, for the life of me, don't understand.
It's the transfer fee. They're
80 million, man. He's not going for less than. He's not going for more than 20 million.
You know, Rangnick is a manager who likes to play 4-2-2, and that formation means your 4 plays a really high line. Harry Maguire is the last centre back on planet Earth that would fit that system. I don't get who's in his ear, but someone's in his ear. People in the club back Maguire as a human being. I don't know. Because some of these guys are really nice. Rashford's a great guy.
They're trying to play him into form to get rid of him, is what they're trying to do. If they are trying to get rid of him, I feel
even
like
if they are trying to get rid of him, where would he go?
You can't spend 80 million on like for example Arsenal, like Pepe. Saka's well ahead of him, but Pepe's still getting brought on and he's getting thrown on in the hope that something's going to happen. Same as Maguire. United are throwing him in.
No, but the
and
difference
hoping
is
that he's going to have a
starting
run of good games.
Maguire is starting.
Yeah,
Pepe
but
is on the bench.
it's the same principle of they're just gambling. They're just hoping that he's going to have a run of 4 or 5 good games and someone's going to go. Yeah,
we can spend 30 mil, 40 mil on him.
Yeah.
I actually thought Pepe played quite well against Wolves.
Pepe's sick. I don't know what that's on about.
Bad, but like, I'm just saying, in 5,
no, but for the price tag.
Back now, we're, like in 5-10 years, we're gonna look back and laugh that Harry Maguire was the captain of Man United, and it's just that I'm in this phase now where we all know this, and yet I just want to get through it now. I want the next 2-3 years to go by quickly, so that hopefully he can retire or. Like, I don't want to say get a career-ending injury, but literally just go away, get lost from my club. But like, we're stuck. We have to get through this tough phase where this guy is the leader of our club. He's the Harry Maguire, 4 allegations, is the leader of our club, and Ronaldo has to listen to him in the dressing room, and Bruno and all these successful players, Pogba, World Cup winner. It's toxic that is the dynamic that's been created, which Rangnick can change right now, by the way. But he doesn't, because I don't know what it is. If it's Rangnick personally who vouches for Maguire, is he a Maguire fan? Did he grow up watching Leicester? I don't know.
Hull maybe he's a Hull fan.
Was he watching him at Hull? I just think there's
I think that up top are probably are telling him to try and
make our asset seem like he was actually worth it, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe try and get some sort of fee out of him. Yeah, if they can.
But yeah. Well, that's a juicy bit. But Dan, moving on to me and you, buddy. Daniel Brand. 3-2. Do you know what? I had a bit of a anxious bumhole when I saw Watford score that second goal. I mean, it was shit goal. Classic Sissoko goal.
But no, it was not. What do you mean it was a shit goal? He turned.
It was a shit goal. That was outrageous. that should never have got it.
Yeah, but it did because it was a simple save and Ramsdale couldn't make it.
Oh. Do you rate Ramsdale, Dan? Do you rate him?
He's a good keeper. I feel like there are obviously better, but he's a fairly good keeper.
What went well for you in that game, and what went wrong?
What went well? We scored, which is a bonus.
Yeah.
Twice.
3 times technically. One was offside. We scored. What was it? 24 seconds or something, wasn't it? We scored. We scored. No, I know, but like to start that well,
Still
we
doesn't-
never really start. Well, no, but usually, like we've conceded from having kickoff inside 7 seconds, so to score inside 20 odd is a bonus.
Yeah.
But
Didn't count.
no, but to start a game that quick, like it's positive.
Yeah.
Usually we'll hoof the ball up the pitch and then lose it, and then that'll be the end of that. It'll be, but it gets frustrating to start a game like that, and then Arsenal just walk through us like 4.5 minutes in. You're like, okay, well you played well for 4 minutes, you just go and do that, and then we scored straight away. And I don't know what you lot thought, but obviously Arsenal had more of the ball as you'd expect. But I feel like we not holding our own. I feel like we was doing okay, and then it's architects our own downfall.
Yeah.
We just
Do you know what it is? Yeah. No. I'm going to put it out there, and say all 3 goals were fantastic from Arsenal's point of view. Do you know what I mean? Like a classic Arteta.
Yeah, but
love to see it. But
again, that shouldn't have stood. But that's the second time we played it this season. And the
cleverly
second
got
time
bodied.
Well, yeah, it's architects for our own downfall. Why you shouldn't be holding the ball for that long? It's
That
stupidity.
was very poor from Cleverly. I don't know what he was doing there.
Yeah.
He was having a little fart in his mind, but for some reason he just forgot how to
Yeah.
play football. Saka bodied him, played it to
But again,
Laka,
you're where you are because of stuff like that. Because you win games where you had more chances. We probably had the better chances. Would you say? Like at a point, I'm pretty sure you had 4 shots and scored 3 goals. But you were clinical.
Yeah,
but again,
Your goals are
that's-
banging. Your goals are
But
banging.
again,
though.
that's why you're where you are and we're where we are, because we're not clinical and you are. It's
Do
the
you
end of that,
know
really.
what pissed me off? Yeah, there was a bit of irony from Cucho and your team who pissed me off. Yeah, there was a time when I think Ben White was just trying to protect the ball, and his hand I think landed here on like
Yeah.
Cucho's neck, and he went down holding his face for about 5 minutes trying to get yellow
It's
card
a
out. of
South
Ben White.
America. It's a South American thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but then that's the thing,
But
because
then
when it
also,
happened to us,
but then Tierney. Nah, but that was okay.
That's
That
quality.
is the worst thing I've seen from a footballer in a while. He's put the ball in his arms and he's fallen over. That
yeah, he
is
threw it at him. It must have hurt.
that is arguably the worst thing I've seen. That is the worst bit of time wasting I've seen in a while. Like
Well,
genuinely worse when David Luiz fell to the floor and went. It's worse than that.
Peekaboo, was that? You know,
Yeah, when
Yeah,
David
no, I
Luiz
get
got
that.
found.
but yeah, no, he knew exactly what he was doing. Of course, it
Oh
didn't
yeah, he
hurt,
knew what
but
it was doing. It was clever.
it's got to be
but-
done though. Do you know what I mean? You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Not
But
mine.
that's his fault as well, because then the way he reacted, it looked like he threw it at him, so then Tierney went down. Like he took advantage of what he did, like because he's got in his head.
He got
Yeah,
booked
I
for it
know.
as well.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, it should,
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's a bit of a
it
bullshit,
shouldn't.
but
It should
gotta
be
do
a
what you
thing.
gotta do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same as if flip side, you'd be, I say crying.
Exactly,
You'd be
like-
fuming. And it shouldn't be a part of the game.
No, I know.
No
I
matter
completely agree. Yeah. But with obviously the GOAT scored as well, Martinelli. It's a fantastic little maestro. Love his little quotes as well on AFTV when he said he's going to stay at Arsenal for as long as he can. You love to see it. Love that little bit of loyalty from the kid. Saka being clinical as per usual. He's been fantastic. Like a nice little cheeky goal from him. Laka's, as you said to me earlier when we were talking about Chelsea, Laka's playing that role as like a 10/9 where he's just a hold up player, and I love it. I do love it because it's. Don't get me wrong, I love the kid, but
You can't finish for
it
shit.
seems to- But yeah, exactly. Like it's weird with him. But then whenever like players start running in, he's just basically there to hold them off and then lay them off to let them have a shot.
Yeah.
And look, 3 out of the 4 times, as you said, Daniel, we went in. So he's
Yeah.
doing something right.
Yeah.
But overall, like in my opinion, that's as I say, I'm going to continue saying this until we drop points. It's a huge 3 points for Arsenal. We're in top 4 now with games in hand. Like United are in 5th place, we're in 4th, but we've got more points than them with 3 games in hand. Like
yeah, no, you
fantastic.
smashed it. These points again, like they seem like your average win, but they're huge. We lost to Watford away and we won. We drew. So I think you're confirming this now. You don't even need to win your big games. The game in hands you have, you could lose them, and top 4 is yours. You get third. Oh, I'm actually going to back you on that, Trent. I think Arsenal could get third just because of the fact that it's just Prem you have to play.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon if we beat Leicester next week, I reckon we can go into that Chelsea game the following week and just be absolutely dominant against them. I think, like the way Chelsea are playing as well is like that, but obviously not playing with a striker. I think we can defend very well against that. Do you know what I mean? But Tommy Asu's going to make a return soon as well, which is fantastic. Like I love Cedric a bit. Actually, no, I don't. But
Yeah.
but Yeah,
That could be a
I'm
shootout,
upset.
right? For third, Chelsea v Arsenal. That's why I think we're gone, because I think you'll beat Chelsea at Chelsea. That will lead to Arsenal getting third. Chelsea will come fourth. There's no way Chelsea are not going to get 12-4, and that will mean we're out. So that's how I see it now because of this weekend.
I do think we'll get third, in my opinion.
Hmm.
What do you reckon, Dan? Relegation? Or
Wow.
Don't
what
remind
It's
me.
going to be a big ask. It's going to be a massive ask.
No, it's a miracle.
Saying that now, though, Everton are 3-0 down to Tottenham. They could be in it.
Yeah, but we need to win games. We're not doing that. So-
we need to win games.
That does help, doesn't it? It does help.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, getting 3 points does like push you up the leaderboard a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'd love a win.
you're playing Wolves and Southampton next week.
Yeah, got Wolves and Southampton.
Seems to be Wolves will be a big. I hate Wolves. So I hope you smack them. I really, really do. I hope you
Yeah.
smack Wolves.
We've got an all right record against Wolves away, to be fair. Again, we don't turn up.
Do you know what? I'm going to put it out there and just say, do you know what? If Watford turn up on the day and all your players seem up for it and they want to win, you'll win, regardless of who you play.
But that's the thing. We don't. We just rock up and go, yeah.
It's a 1 in 100. It's a 1 in 100 ratio. Like, because you do. Like, there's some games you actually do turn up and go bang. Because when did you beat Chelsea? Was it 4-1?
Yeah, that was like
Did they
years ago.
It's like 5-6
But
years.
yeah.
No,
But
it
even-
weren't. I don't think so.
2017.
Was it? I
Yeah.
swear. Was it
Yeah,
that long
United
ago?
4-1 this
When it
year.
was last season.
United
My bad.
4-1 this year. Yeah.
I was in United for one this year. Sorry, yeah. Do you see what I mean, though?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Shaz.
Sorry,
It wasn't
yeah.
It wasn't a 4-1 game, but yeah, I like it.
Do you see what I mean, though? If all your players decide to randomly just go, yeah, do you know what? Let's fucking go for it. Let's win.
I think it's
Well,
tough for
yeah.
them without Sarr as well, though. So I think they'll struggle.
Yeah,
but
he's going to be missing another 2 or 3 games.
Where is he? What's going on with him? He's like injured every 2 to 3 working
he's
days.
Yeah. He was rushed back again. The whole Afcon thing. He was rushed back, and
Put you on the work wing, Dan.
I don't run.
Yeah.
he's got you there.
You got 99 pace though. You got 4 stamina, but 99 pace.
Yeah. Just
What are we saying then?
Right,
Southampton,
right.
Watford.
We do predictions.
Huh?
Yeah, Southampton, Watford. That's the only one next week at the moment for Watford.
Ooh.
If James Ward-Prowse turns up, then you're done for.
He will. I reckon Ward-Prowse free kick. It's guaranteed, isn't it, at this point? 2-0 Southampton, Watford.
the thing is,
on
we
the
can't.
road.
Yeah, but we can't defend set pieces either. So
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Defend full
Ward-Prowse field
stop.
there.
we can't defend full stop. To be fair.
I'll go 1-0 Southampton. I need to start picking up points and correct results now. Bottom of the
3-1 Southampton.
I'll say another 3-2.
To
2.
who?
And Wolves as well to Southampton. What are we doing about Wolves as well?
No, when's Wolves done?
Thursday.
Oh,
Gotta
Jesus.
do Wolves.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
definitely why you're going to lose to Southampton then. You're going to be fatigued.
Do you know what? I'm going to put it out there, and I hope you fucking do beat him. So I'm going to go 2-0 Watford. Come on, Watford.
I just
2-0
don't think
Wolves.
there's ever goals in Wolves matches. I'll just say 0-0. Big result for
Yeah.
Watford.
2-0 Watford. No, come on, Dan.
I'll say 1-0. I'll
Yeah.
try.
For Wolves, yeah?
To us.
Oh,
To us, yeah, come on. Watford,
All
yeah.
right. Chelsea. Norwich, Chelsea away. You've got such an easy run of games.
Mason Mount will stat pad that game.
Yeah, I think Mount will come back now because he's having his TikTok march, isn't he? So this will be good.
5-1.
He needs to get a goal in this month.
5-1.
Bloody hell. Yeah, I'd say 3-0. Mason Mount will get one.
4-0 again. 4-0 Chelsea.
I reckon Pookie will get like some sort of shit goal.
Dan?
I can't see Norwich winning at all.
Yeah,
You need that, Dan. So why don't you just predict it?
Yeah, go and predict something.
Yeah, you do want Norwich to lose.
Yeah, I'll say they'll lose like 4-0.
Okay, cool. Then we've got, what else have we got? Is there any more weekday Premier League games besides that? Okay, so Saturday, we've got the big one for this weekend. Man United Tottenham.
Is that the doom of your
0-0.
club if you lose?
You missed Chelsea. You missed Chelsea, Newcastle. Sunday,
that?
the 13th of March.
Yeah,
13th.
oh, are you okay, fine, back club. Okay, so yeah, Sunday, Newcastle, Chelsea are at home.
It's a tough game
1-1.
against
Newcastle
1-1,
on
I
form.
reckon.
Yeah, form.
Yeah,
I reckon
I reckon 1-1.
Newcastle win 2-1.
No, I reckon 1-1.
1-0 us. 1-0 Chelsea.
Dan?
2-0. 2-0.
Dan, you need to start saying the team, mate.
Who goes?
Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea.
2-0
Okay.
to the ref.
Copy
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. 2-0 to the ref. Yeah.
Right. So then we've got have Arsenal going to? They have surely Arsenal playing a game with us.
Leicester with their Leicester Sunday.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, that's a really tough one. I mean, it's
No, it's
Leicester. Yeah, and do you know what? Actually, Leicester's in before the season and Arsenal. Run back the Ozil game, 4-1.
3-0. 3-0 Arsenal. Confident with it. 3-0 Arsenal.
The Arsenal agenda will not continue for the time being. 1-0 Arsenal.
Yes.
Hey, whoa. Do you remember last week? Did I mention that? Didn't I say the goal will score against Watford?
Did you?
Didn't I say Mike?
You say that every week. You say that every week.
Yeah, bound to
No,
work.
no, I said it's
Remember, I did that
Daniel.
last season with Werner, and he still didn't score.
Yeah.
Dan,
I'll go 1-0 Arsenal as well.
we're all going for the
Come on,
same
Arsenal.
prediction. All right. Then you've got well, actually, let's do PSG Real Madrid first.
Ooh, okay.
Who's going
That's
through?
a tough game because they need to get a win, don't they?
I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it out there. I think PSG, it's more in my heart that I want it. I want Messi versus Ronaldo again, even if they're both substitutes and don't get played. 1-0 PSG. So that United hopefully go through.
I reckon 2-1 PSG. I reckon Neymar, Messi, and then Benzema.
I reckon red card for Mbappe.
Second Jedi for taking his top off after scoring in the 96th minute.
One's like
Same as
that.
it last time.
Okay, yeah, and now then
Wait, I didn't say mine. And
gone.
Dan, what did you say first?
What are you waiting on? No, don't base it off of what Dan said.
Because he didn't say
go
one
on
either. All right, I'll go different. I'll go 2-1 Real Madrid.
Well, then what? Because then it's extra time.
No, it's not. It was 1-0 to them in the first game.
No, PSG won 1-0.
Yeah,
so
there's
still
no away
Real
goals,
Madrid-
remember? Away goals is no more.
it was
Yeah,
still
and
Real
then
Madrid.
There's 2-2. No, because they won 1-0, so it's 2-1.
Oh, okay. 3-1 Real.
No, he wants Real first. If
Oh,
that
yeah,
happens, I'll just say that. Okay,
Agenda.
United Spurs, Old Trafford.
I want a draw.
0-0. 0-0.
0-0, yeah. I was gonna say that 0-0.
I think the boys will clap back after Man City. It'll be a performance to be proud of. 0-0.
So 1-0 Spurs.
Don't know about that.
Well, that one cut deep.
Yeah, if that happens, you're just making me think of if that happens. Like, do you know what will happen? Do
Conte,
you know what will
Conte
happen if Spurs
celebrating.
win? If Spurs win 1-0 against Man United, the fans will still inside that stadium be singing the names of the players because they accept it. No offense, Old Trafford fans, but sorry, we've got to have some standards now. Right.
Oh, it's
Very quickly before we go though, Amir, do you want to read out who's first, second, third, and fourth in that predictions table so far?
Yeah, let's do it. So
Look how
Dan's
closely
still,
for everyone who's watching.
Dan's still on top. So 1
Sure.
point between all of us. Chavez in second place, 1 point behind. Elwin third, and I've declined from being top to bottom now, but it's still so close. It's 4 points.
It's the Arsenal
between
agenda,
first
man.
and-
It's ruined you.
It has ruined me. That's probably all 4 of your games. That could have been correct results. I could still have been topped at this point. Yeah, that's why the agenda stopped. But yeah, that's really close. We'll see what happens.
It's close. It's looking juicy. Yeah, it is looking juicy. But is that everything
Have a look.
covered, boys?
Yeah.
Have a little forfeit for the
I
loser.
believe so.
I reckon so.
Massive
All
shout
right.
out to Ukraine. Wait, we've got to shout out Ukraine.
Shout out to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Big up
And
Ukraine.
It's my boy Chavez who's out in Ukraine. Well, he was anyway.
escape Ukraine.
Mhm.
Came out, yeah. And but yeah, thank you very much for everyone who's watching this week. Obviously, we'll see how depressed Chavez is next week, or maybe he might turn happy.
And me.
Who knows?
And me as well.
And Daniel. But for me and Amir, it doesn't matter because our team's the best. Well, our team's better than Chelsea, but we're still pretty good at the moment. And we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully, Arsenal can get another 3 points, and hopefully Chelsea can lose because then there'll be a nice little gap between us and have a nice
No.
little fight. for third place.
Why am I?
Yeah, no,
nodding?
yeah. Look, you're nodding towards it. But yeah, for everyone who's watching, thank you very much once again, and we'll see you next week for another juicy episode. Take care.